We're here at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
And welcome to what should be an exciting matchup between the Chicago Blackhawks and the New York Islanders.
The key to beating this team is smart positioning. They've got such great speed. If they get a step on you, you're done.
There's not a player on that bench who doesn't have wheels, and that can give any team fits, even a defensive squad like this one. Here's a look at tonight's referee.
He's an experienced ref who tends to let a lot of stuff go, but he will call more hooking and holding penalties, especially away from the puck.
Islanders get the face-off. He gets bowled over by Arneson. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled by Blake. Delayed penalty coming up for Chicago. Fleury is going to the box for hooking. New York is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Knocked down.
A textbook body check, Jim.
Brings it out. Moved up into the attacking zone. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets roughed up by Martinek. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Thrashed.
Thundering hit.
Mowed down.
That was a monster of a hit.
Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Rubbed off the puck. McCarthy. Crushed.
He felt that one right down to his skates.
Over the line. Knocked over.
That was huge.
Vandermeer gives him the rough stuff. Into the attacking zone. Right at Kavasha. Scores on the power play. Skating 5-on-4 is a nice opportunity to score, and they cashed that one in big time. New York is looking confident out there.
It's because they're having fun, Jim. That kind of attitude is tough to beat.
Tchaikovsky shoves him.
He took him down.
Korolev taken out.
I wouldn't want to have been on the receiving end of that one.
In over the line. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Bumped by Karpatsev. Brings it out. Over the line. Checked. In front. Thibault made the huge save. Korolev will serve time for hooking. You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. New York has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. He gets rocked by McCarthy.
You could feel that one up in the booth.
Moved back. Passed over. Whips it. Circling the net. The door is shut by Thibault. Brings it out. In over the line. Ruutu gets hit.
That'll keep them on their heels.
Over the blue line. Sent flying.
That's what we came to see.
It's turned over by Potts. Over the line. Rocked.
That was a big hit.
Level.
Now that one was worth watching.
Right in front. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. The ref indicates a delayed call against New York. Johnson will go to the box for hooking. Face-off won by Arneson. A shot from the slot by Berard. Turned away by DiPietro. Puck jumped on by a coin. Goaltender stopped that. Thibault covers up. The Islanders are playing great hockey on the road this season.
Jim, when you're looking at surviving in the postseason, road wins are a big indicator. If I'm the GM, I've got to be happy.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Bates won the draw. Cranked him.
That's one he'll remember.
Brings it out. In over the line. Leveled.
Finish that one with a bang.
Out of their defensive end. Passed across by Cares. Knocked over.
That's some heavy action.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled. Brings it out. Moved over into the attacking zone. Delayed penalty coming up for Chicago. Korolev is going off for hooking. Here's a face-off win for Chicago. DiPietro moves out of the goal to play the puck. Played across, out of their defensive end. In over the line. Nice little move by Yashin. Hunter shoots it hard. Thibault gets a leg on it. Over the line. He gets run over by a coin. Brings it out. Johnson corrals the puck. Over the blue line. Rocked.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. McLean gets checked. Hunter over the line. Shoved. Brings it out. End to end. Passed over by Quint. Cranked him.
Terrific physical play.
Moved ahead. Over the blue line. Hunter shoots the puck just wide of the net. Thibault hangs on for the whistle. Just the one assist so far, but sometimes that's all it takes to get the ball rolling.
Exactly. Points usually come in bunches. He'll be looking for more now.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Bates. Carpet Sand controls the puck. Played up. Over. Stone cold by Thibault. He hangs on. The action's about to start. The Blackhawks win the draw. Moved over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
Now that's a big hit.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. DiPietro reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Fleury. Scatchered.
Hit. He took a big-time check.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Carpet Sand pushes him.
He's really throwing his weight around.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Brings it out. Chicago puts its second line out. Bumped off the puck. Brings it out. In over the line. Hopes shoves him. Delayed penalty call for New York. Scatcherd is going to the box for hooking. Chicago will get a second chance on the power play here. Face-off won by Yashin. Gets rubbed off the puck. Hunter dumps it in on the end boards. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked.
What a hit!
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's played up by Rubida. Brings it out. In over the line. Leveled.
That was rock solid.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove.
A punishing hit.
In front. Yashin shoots the puck. Moved ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Scores! It just crossed the line, but it counts.
What a sweet wrist shot right there. He just picked his spot and snapped it home.
That was a quick recovery.
Jim, it's a good thing, too. You don't want to stay behind for too long. It starts to affect your confidence.
In over the line. A lateral pass. Over the blue line. Shove. In front. Great save by Thibault. Right in front. And he covers up for the face-off. Watch how quickly this guy gets down in this butterfly.
Well, Jim, he just dares shooters to go 5-hole, then takes it away at the last second. He's lightning quick with his pads.
And the face-off is won by Bates. Thibault turns the shot aside. Play stops as the puck is shot into the stands. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Face-off won by Scatchard. Shove. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Karpatsev.
Shook him up and took him down.
Cairns. Over the line.
Leveled. He got rocked right there.
In over the line. Wrist shot by Arneson. Passed over in the corner. In front. DiPietro makes the save, and he covers up. New York can really bury an opponent.
But you can't just sit back and let this team come at you. You have to force them to play the game in their own end. That's the key to beating this offense.
And the faceoff is won by Ruutu. Played back. Shoots the puck. DiPietro turned it away. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Pushed right in front. Fires! Thibault gets a pad on it. Out of their defensive end. Moved ahead by Pops. Checked.
They felt that hit in the rafters.
In over the line. Thibault hangs on for the whistle. Face-off won by Pekka. Moved back. It's Blake. Scores!
That was a blistering slap shot. I don't think there's a goalie around who could have stopped that blast.
They'll have to move pretty fast to tie this up before the second.
If they can, it could turn things around and swing the momentum in their favor.
Fleury has been nailed for hooking. New York has the one power play goal so far, and now they'll get another shot here. The faceoff goes to Chicago. Vandermeer went short. Offside. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to the Blackhawks. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Into the attacking zone. Blocked. Brings it out. Over the line. Big hit. Behind the net. And out they come with a puck. Coast to coast. Thibault turned the shot away. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Moved up. Brings it out. Over the line. We've reached the midway mark of the penalty, and they haven't been able to generate a whole lot of anything with a man advantage.
Jim, it looks like they're trying to make the perfect play out there. All they need to do is keep firing the puck on goal, and good things will happen.
Johnsson will go to the box for hooking. Islanders get the face-off. Bates gets pushed, brings it out. In over the line. Knocked down.
He got laid out.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Vandermeer, wrist shot. Fleury exits the penalty box, meaning his team now has a 5-on-4 advantage. Little deke there by Tchaikovsky. Played back. Shove. Delayed penalty coming up. Radulov will serve time for hooking. You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. With 4 players on either side, this game should open up.
Well, look for some longer passes and more odd man rushes. The tempo of this game could really pick up.
Moved across by Quint. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. DiPietro reached out for the puck. Passed over. Brings it out. In over the line. Wrist shot by Blake. Blocked. Played over, out of their defensive end. Over the line. Thrashed. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hard slap shot whipped by Johnsson. Moved over, brings it out. Long pass. The horn signals the end of the first. 2-1 the score.
Do you have a group event coming up? Why not rent one of our luxury boxes? All boxes feature great views, waiter service, and free merchandise.
The score is close as we start the second period.
Let's see if things can open up a bit.
About to drop the puck. The Blackhawks win the draw. Moved back by Yakubov. Checked. In over the line. Flattened. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Mowed down. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Flattened.
Lines him up and sends him down.
Over the line. He gets worked over by a coin. In over the line. He gets roughed up by Berard. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Arneson shoots the puck. Blocked. Brings it out. New York puts its third line out. A lateral. Scores!
He hammered home that slap shot. What a blast.
It can be downright scary for a goalie when a guy can let it loose with that kind of velocity. Chicago with another defensive lapse.
And those will kill you in a game like this.
Bates wins the faceoff. Wrist shot from the left. Blocked by Quint. Over, brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Muscled off the front. Shoots! Blocked. Sent flying. Tchaikovsky over the line. Crushed.
That came harder than expected.
Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Vorobiev turned away. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to New York. Pekka went short. Turned aside. In over the line. Knocked over.
He's not getting by that time.
Played across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Bowled over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Blake gets thrashed. Over the line. He gets checked by Johnsson.
Knocked him right off the play.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. The ref indicates a delayed call. Hopes is going to the box for hooking. New York has one power play goal on 5 opportunities, and they're getting another chance now. And the faceoff is won by Yakubov. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Laid out of their defensive end. Sent flying.
Now that's how you body check someone.
Brings it out. Over the line. Shoots it.
Let's fly with a wide one.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Martinez.
He caught him napping with that hit.
He gets hit.
Lined him up and knocked him down.
Out of their defensive end. There's a minute gone by on this. Ooh, thunderous hit. In front. Thibault with an awesome save. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Brings it out. Over the line. Hammerlick gets roughed up.
That one took him right out of the play.
At center. In over the line. Hit. Out of their defensive end. Moved over. Right in front. Huge save. Scores on the power play.
The puck came back out, and he was ready and waiting for it.
Face-off won by Bates.
It takes talent to deke like that.
He gets leveled by Bell.
He slammed him big time.
Checked. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Fires it. Great save by DiPietro. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets run over by Pops.
Very impressive.
Run over. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. In front. DiPietro reached out for the puck. Checked. Played over. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Right in front. A shot from the slot by Cherkowski. He scores!
Jim, that goalie didn't have a chance. Oh, wow, what a goal. When you let a shot go from that angle, it's always tough to tell which way it's going to go.
Islanders win the draw. Pass back.
That's a big-time deke.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. In front. Big save by DiPietro. Now you talk about great defensemen in this league, and this guy really makes it all happen at the back end.
Jim, he's like a catalyst out there, consistently feeding forwards with breakout passes. And hey, I say he wouldn't hesitate to jump up in the rush.
And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Brings it out. Over the line. Hammerlick gets rubbed off the puck. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying. In over the line. He gets hit by Johnson. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hit. Across. Right in front. Thibault stones him. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets bowled over by Hammerlick. Played across. Into the attacking zone. He gets roughed up by McCarthy. Taken out. Fires. Blocked. Brings it out. Chicago puts its scoring line out. Rocked. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Sent flying. Brings it out. Over the line. Passed over. Played back. In front. Big glove save by DiPietro. The Islanders are showing they know how to put the puck in the net.
They're a fast, talented team that can score. If you try to trade chances with them, they'll beat you.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. There's a faceoff win for Chicago. Pass back. Passed ahead. Quick shot from the slot by Radulov. New York plays an up-tempo, skilled game.
They have some amazing talent. I love watching this team play. They move the puck with confidence and love to score pretty goals.
We're ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Chicago. Right in front. DiPietro freezes the puck. Ruutu has the one goal already tonight, and he looks like he's starting to find a rhythm.
He doesn't have a lot of shots, but he's finding the open ice. Needs to get some pucks to the net.
Face-off won by Yashin. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. In front. Thibault denies him. Goaltender stopped that. Brings it out. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Martinez. Brings it out. In over the line. Hard wrist shot by Parrish. Right in front. Pad save. Advances the puck. Out of their defensive end. That's offside. This guy gets down quickly and takes away the entire bottom of the net.
Jim, you have to lift the puck up to beat his butterfly style. If it's on the ice, he's going to get a pad on it.
And the faceoff is won by Ruutu. Knocked down.
He's seeing double now.
Bates brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Wrist shot from the right. Blocked. Ruutu brings it out. In over the line. In front. Saved by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Over the line. It's played up by Pops. Radulov shoots quickly. Played up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Thibault made the save. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shove. Over. In behind. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets shouldered by Berard. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. There goes the horn to end the period. 5-1 is the score as we head to the intermission.
Show next weekend for a sneak peek at next year's models from the world's top automobile manufacturers.
They've dug themselves a hole after 40 minutes of action, but a comeback isn't out of the question as we get ready for the start of the third. Face-off won by Pekka. Brings it out. A lateral pass. Over the blue line. Thibault stones him cold. Quint. In over the line. He gets checked by Janssen. Checked. Takes it behind the net. Turned aside by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the line. Saved by Thibault. Fires! It goes wide. The puck is shot out of play.
Holy cow, he got his bell rung on that one. That was a big hit.
They're getting ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Yashin. Knocked him off the puck. Hunter grabbed it.
Hit! That'll keep them on their heels.
Passed over. Into the attacking zone. Check. Brings it out. In over the line. Bumped by a coin. Parrish. Over the blue line. Crushed.
Stopped in his tracks.
Dazé. Out of their defensive end. Over the line.
Hit!
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by Arneson. Brings it out. Chicago puts its second line out. In over the line. Cranks it way off. Scores! Thompson!
Better check the puck for cracks after that slap.
No doubt. Good thing it didn't hit the goalie. Might have knocked him into the net as well. The faceoff goes to New York. Played back by Bates. Over the blue line. He gets pushed by Calder. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. In front. Denied by DiPietro. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets roughed up by Quint. Delayed call. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Vinehandle.
Nice delivery.
He gets called for hooking. Face-off won by Scatcherd. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked. Daze brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Slap shot from the right. Shot is blocked by Hammerlick. Over. Long pass. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranked him. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoved. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets bowled over by a coin. Right in front. Great save by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Ruutu. Out of their defensive end. End to end. Rubbed off the puck. Played up. Passed up to the neutral zone. Pass to the point. He gets run over by Johnsson.
That was intimidation.
A delayed penalty call against Chicago. Ruutu has been nailed for hooking. New York will now play 4-on-4.
And that has to come as some relief to their coach. Now, their speed could give them a real advantage in this situation.
Vinehandle has left the box, meaning his team will enjoy a 5-on-4 power play here. DiPietro freezes the puck. New York is showing great restraint in this game, Craig. They haven't been baited into stupid penalties, and it's paying dividends for them.
Well, Jim, you're right. Staying out of the penalty box is key if you want to have success at this level.
Rubbed off the puck by Yakubov. Played across. Into the attacking zone. Bumped off the puck. Brings it out. In over the line. It's moved across by Kavasha. Brings it out. Over the line. Scramble for the puck. Thibault covers up. Arneson needs to try something new to get back on track. He's fumbling the puck all over the ice.
Well, it's about confidence, Jim. He needs to put pucks on goal and hope for something good to happen.
The faceoff goes to the Blackhawks. And out they come with a puck. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled by Martinez. Cranked him. Into the attacking zone with a wrist shot. McCarthy brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Parrish.
Knocked him down.
Brings it out. Over the line. Passed across. Over center. Into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck. Misses. Daze. Brings it out. Goes behind his net. Quick pass up. Played up over the blue line. Shoots! Blocked. At center. Over the line. Yakubov shoots the puck. DiPietro made the save. Into the attacking zone. Yashin gets run over. Arneson is going to the box for hooking. New York is going on yet another power play. Let's see if they can embarrass their opponents some more.
Well, if I was the coach of their opponents, I'd be furious. What's gotten into them?
Quick shot by Kavasha. Thibault got a leg on it. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoots it. Goaltender stopped that. Brings it out. He gets pushed by Ruutu. Over the blue line. Sent flying. Over the line. He gets hit by Pops.
Jim, that was a real blow.
Great glove save. Into the attacking zone. Missed shot by Daze. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Mowed down. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. Brilliant save by Thibault. Out of their defensive end. Flashed. Over the blue line. Knocked over. Brings it out. Chicago's about to change players. Mowed down. Passed ahead. Brings it out. New York had a strong effort on the power play despite failing to find the back of the net. Out of their defensive end. He gets checked by Daze.
Sends him down.
Into the attacking zone. Crushed. Passed across. Over the line. Muscled off the puck. Over. It's played across by Parrish. Over the blue line. He gets run over by McCarthy. Dumped in on the inboards by Arneson. Moved up. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets roughed up by Calder. Hit. It's dumped in on the inboards by Karpatsev. Vorobiev moves it ahead. McLean grabbed it. Checked.
Booked them that time.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. In front.
No chance there.
Bowled over. Quick shot. Turned away by Thibault. Turned away. Great glove. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hip checked. Brings it out. Puck is dumped in on the inboards by Kavasha. Radulov grabbed it. In over the line. Blake out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Blocked by Bell. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Wrist shot by Ruutu. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Fires it. Thibault with a brilliant save. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Crushed. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Shove. Hit. Brings it out. Over the line. Cranked him. Mowed down. Long pass. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Brings it out. In over the line. Hard wrist shot by Berard. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Fleury. Passed across. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Daze shoots the puck. Turned aside by DiPietro. Over the blue line. He gets worked over by Vandermeer. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets out-muscled by a coin. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets hit by Vandermeer. It's finished. New York won this game. Final score, 5-2. from Chicago, Illinois. And for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.
You